Happy Monday, I think. Yep, Monday. In this video, I'll talk to you about movies that I don't approve of. This one is called Intacto, and it says it's a thriller. A bank thief is recruited into an underground gambling ring where death and luck intermingle. Let's see. This one's called Black Dahlia. I haven't seen it. Horror Master is back with a terrifying tale of a copycat extinguisher in Los Angeles. Now this one seems interesting here. Winner for the best picture, Winter's Bone. After her deadbeat father jumps bail and mysteriously disappears, 17-year-old Ree Dolly must find a way to track him down, or she'll be left without a home or custody of her two young siblings. To avoid losing everything, she must hack through the lies and threats looming everywhere in her rural town to piece together the dangerous truth about her father without getting herself extinguished. Alright, so that one's one that I would watch, but I don't really watch these movies anyway. 50 Dead Men Walking. Here's a hoodlum is recruited by a British agent to infiltrate the IRA during the height of the Northern Irish conflict, and he could lose his life. Alright. Here's one. Now, this one actually caused a fight. A verbal fight. Queen of the Damned. It's about a vampire, okay? And sex. So I told the spouse that these movies, and I was referring to this one, Colombiana is the name of it. It's about an orphan that gets revenge and goes after bad guys. And this one's called Hannah. It's about a girl that grows up. Now this one, she's 20 something, and Hannah, she's about maybe 15 years old, who knows. And she does the same thing. They both are assassins. So now my son wants to be an assassin. So I told the spouse that these movies are not really the best. And she said, no. Like, you want to control everything, Daniel. So I'm not allowed to throw away the TV because she'll just Baker act me. I consider myself not a deadbeat dad. I consider myself a thinking homemaker. I love the kids. Wonderful things like Tai Chi Chuan, and to read books about Gandhi and things like that. I mean, I'm reading this book, Dynamic Tension. That's the difference, you see. He's a Wing Chun guy, but Tai Chi and Wing Chun, all of them have something similar, right? Martial arts. So these are the movies. We got some more. Let's see what we got. Now here we have another one called Sucker Punch. Stun gun gorgeous, psychosexually unnerving, fantasy action rific, and not for the faint of heart. Born from the creative vision of filmmaker, this epic action fantasy launches from the vivid imagination of a young woman whose dream world provides the ultimate escape from her darker reality. Locked away against her will, Baby Doll has not lost her will to survive. Determined to fight for her freedom, she urges four captives to band together and try to escape their terrible fate at the hands of their captors. So one of the things that, so that you like the girls, you see how they are, well, they're showing skin, but besides that they're showing their faces. Whereas the bad guys, we don't know what the bad guys look like, because in many of these movies they try to make the bad guys, well, here in the front you see it like a demon. Where is it? Back here. It's got horns. We're trying to get the audience to like the humans and to dislike the bad guys. So we don't show you the bad guys' faces. The Man Who Cried. This movie. Oh boy. They all have to have secrecy. It's a romantic thing. Now this one seems something that I would watch. How Do You Know? What is this about? Is this about marriage? Well, I don't know what this is about. Maybe it's about marriage. It's a romantic. No, I wouldn't really watch it, really. The Secret Life of Words. La 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 la. It's about love. Well, it's about a nurse. It's a love story between a nurse and a guy that got hurt. I wouldn't watch that. Oh, here's another one. Deuce Bigalow. It's about what is it about? It's about a male gigolo. That's what my dad was, by the way. I'm just saying because he had a lot of kids and a lot of women. Alien versus Predator. I don't like fiction, so I don't. What I don't like about fiction is I don't like getting lost in the fantasy world. I don't want my children, or my son at least, to get involved with that. Let's see. Here's the one. Let's see. Spider-Man. Alright, I'd watch that one. Yeah. I know it's fiction, but I would watch it. And the last one that I really liked was Fearless with Jet Li. Alright. You can always learn something from Jet Li movies. But what's happening here is that I tell the spouse that these movies are not for kids. They are too violent. Now I did watch Hannah and I did watch The Colombiana, and the only thing I tell them about is that The Colombiana didn't have any exercises, whereas Hannah, you saw her doing pull-ups. So that's what that now here we have a bunch of other ones, but these don't have. The Patriot, I haven't seen it, unless it's about Mel Gibson, The Irish, which I still haven't seen it. Oh boy, okay, well here we have Absolutely Fabulous. Apparently it's a series. Absolutely Fabulous. And I don't think, by the sounds of it, I wouldn't really watch it. Corpse Bride. No, that's not what I'd be watching. The Outlaw. Well, I think I did see it years ago. Forgot the guy's name. Fabulous. Now Benny Hill. Planet Terror. It's not the best kind of movie to be watching. I haven't seen Planet Terror. I did see. I forgot the guy's name. He was the mayor or governor of California. I can't think of his name now. Yeah, that happens. Alright, so what do we have here? What we have is the spouse. She said, Daniel. No. She doesn't talk. She just walks away. And I chased. Never chase. Never chase. She walks away. Just let her walk away. And then 2 hours later, she was watching one of the vampire movies, I think, and she told my son, this movie's not for you. Then later, my son goes in there, and I go find out what he was doing. I'm hanging out here all day, all Sunday in the hammock. And I asked, and I saw my son sitting with her and my daughter, and I told her, I don't want them watching scary movies, especially my son, you know. And the spouse says, it's not scary. And then I look at the TV and I said, those two, the man is eating eyeballs. That's not a scary movie. I don't care if they're real or not real, or just, I mean, they're not real, right? It's a movie. But it's not the best. You see, the books I read, they tell me things, and even without telling me these things, I already know. Every hour of your day, you're being programmed. Like, we went to where did we go? We went to the library, I think it was on Saturday. And the spouse turned on the radio because she knows I don't like it. So that's the reason she turned it on. And what happened was, I remember one of the commercials said, we love Halloween, we love Halloween. I mean, just repeating that over and over again. What a horrible thing, you know. Everybody has their right to their opinion and so on, but I just can't stand commercials. And what's wrong with all of this? What's wrong is, even my mother was complaining about, well, my daughter's selling these schools magazine subscriptions, and 3 people bought: my mother, the neighbor, and the boss of the spouse. And apparently they all gave cash. And the only one the problem is that they spent the cash. It was $15 per subscription, and so my mother's upset that once again she had to pay for the cat food and the dog food. And gosh, this spouse does not think about things. Like today my mother found out that the spouse didn't pay the light bill last month. Well, they're arguing amongst themselves about money. I don't get involved. When I tried to get involved several years ago, my son was taking Mile High Karate. He was paying, or the mother, grandma, was paying $167 a month. And I told him, I can teach him at this level. And no, they just kept paying $167 a month for a year. And now they're in this situation about the money. You see, some people just don't think ahead. Think ahead, my friend. You really have to live alone. That's the only way you can actually achieve something. You cannot achieve anything with people that are your opposites. All right, take care. Go read the Human Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Thank you.